The last spare coin. It was a cold winter evening when 12-year-old Aaron stood outside a small bakery, staring at the golden bread inside. His stomach growled, but his pockets were empty, except for one single coin. The last coin he had. The only thing life had left him with. Aaron lived in a tiny wooden house on the edge of town. His mother stitched clothes for neighbors, and his father had passed away the previous year. Money was a dream they were always chasing, and life always ran faster than them. That day, Aaron had walked more than 4 miles trying to find small work, carrying bags, cleaning shop fronts, anything. But everyone said the same thing. Come back next week. Not today, son. We have no work. Now, standing outside the bakery, he held the last coin tightly in his fist. It felt warm, heavy, like it carried the weight of a decision bigger than his age. As he stared at the bread, a soft voice came behind him. "Are you hungry, child?" Aaron turned. It was Mrs. Gray, an old flower seller who sat at the corner of the market every day. Her clothes were faded, her fingers trembling from the cold. But her eyes were gentle. Aaron nodded. "But I don't have enough money." She smiled. Money isn't the only way to fill an empty stomach. Before he could understand her words, she pushed a small bag of warm bread into his hands. Aaron was shocked. I can't take this. You need this more. I have lived long enough to know," she whispered, "that when you give what little you have, life gives you more than you expect." Her words stuck to his heart. He slowly opened his fist and stared at the last coin. A single coin. But maybe it can make a difference. He rushed home, placed his school bag down, and told his mother everything. She smiled weakly, tired from long hours of work. "Kindness is a wealth, Aaron," she said. "We may not have much, but we can still share something." That night, he couldn't sleep. Mrs. Gray, sitting alone in the cold, came to his mind again and again. She had given away her bread without hesitation. She had fed him while she herself looked hungry. The next morning, he put the single coin in his pocket and walked straight to the market. Mrs. Gray sat in her usual place, the cold wind shaking her thin scarf. Aaron walked up to her. "Good morning," he said shyly. "I want to buy a flower." She blinked in surprise. "For who?" "For you," he smiled, placing the coin on her small wooden tray. "Because you gave me something when I had nothing." The old woman's lips quivered. Tears filled her eyes, not of sadness, but of a warmth she hadn't felt in years. "You didn't need to," she whispered. "I wanted to," Aaron replied. From that day forward, Aaron visited her daily, helping her carry flowers, arranging them, talking to her. A friendship bloomed, unexpected but beautiful. Weeks passed. One morning when he came to the market, Mrs. Gray was not there. He waited. Minutes turned into hours. Finally, a shopkeeper came to him. "She fell sick last night, child. She's at the clinic." Aaron ran as fast as he could. At the clinic, he found her lying on a small bed, weak but smiling the moment she saw him. "I knew you would come," she whispered. Aaron held her hand. "Please get better." "I will," she said softly. "But I want you to remember something." She squeezed his hand lightly. "The world will give you chances, but only if you give something first. Kindness travels farther than money ever can." Aaron blinked away tears. She continued, "And that coin you gave me, it wasn't just a coin. It was the greatest gift, because you gave when you had nothing left." Mrs. Gray recovered slowly. Aaron continued helping her. And years later, when he grew up, he opened a small bakery, naming it The Last Coin Bakery. Above the counter, protected in a glass frame, hung the old coin he had once given her. The first coin he ever spent. The coin that changed his life. And below it was a quote. "When you give even the last thing you have, life finds a way to return it." People who came to the bakery always read the quote, touched the glass, and left with more than just bread. They left with a lesson. And Aaron lived his life, remembering the moment that transformed him. A hungry boy, a generous old woman, and one last spare coin. That became the beginning of everything. If you're still watching this video, remember one thing. Life doesn't change in a day, but a single decision can start the change. Maybe today is that day for you. No matter how hard your journey is, don't stop, because the moment you choose to rise again, your story begins to shine. Thank you for watching. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Your one action might change someone's life. And if you want more inspiring stories like this, subscribe now. Your journey to a better life continues here. See you in the next video.